Oh, hey. Nice to see ya. Happy Friday. Today, please make sure you do your attendance as usual. Super important. Jenny looks at those every day to see who's actually doing schoolwork. So if you forget to do your attendance, it looks like you weren't even doing anything. Next up, read for 30 minutes, not a surprise. Do your reading log. Typing.com. I think I said, let's see, just not too long. 15 minutes. With the hands, though. Please, with the hands, for goodness sake. That's the way you're going to learn how to do typing. That's learn to do typing with the hands. Home keys. Otherwise, it's like typing in the dark. You don't know what you're touching. I don't know. I have no idea. That's how your brain just gets to know where the keys are. Next up, what's going on? The what's going on video. The what's going on in this picture, photograph. And you're going to look at that and it's going to be revealed. Did you infer what it was? They're hard to really infer what they are. Remember, to infer means to look at something and look at the evidence in front of you and make your best educated guess. Next up is vocabulary. On capitalization. That's going to be a review for you, but I just want to make sure, just check it out and do the game and the quiz quickly. And it's going to be a good reminder as you type up your annual report or as you edit it to make sure that it's done correctly with capitalization. You don't just capitalize lion, but if the lion's name is Leroy, you capitalize Leroy. When you get specific, you capitalize. Math, check out your math class. Turn in your animal reports today. Also due today is the animal report checklist. That's really important because that lets me know that you actually spent some time on the checklist and you talk to your parents about it. A big part of writing is editing. It always is. And at first kids are like, I'm done, I don't want to edit. But you start to realize that it's almost the most important part. It's kind of like when you paint something, like I took a lot of painting classes, I've done a lot of paintings. And if you're going to paint like a face, usually you start by drawing it out with pencil, and then you go back in with the paint, and you really spend some time on it. It's kind of like writing out the first time is just the pencil. And you go back in and you like really add the details and make it beautiful. And you think of the parts that you really want to draw out. You might even add a whole new thing to it. Or you might take some of it away too. You just start rearranging stuff and adding to it. And that's what writing is. That's what the writing process is. It's not just done in a second. It's something you have to relax into. Next up, Newsela. Read 1 or 2 articles in Newsela. Take the quiz, whatever you want to read about. Art and music. Please practice ukulele a little bit today and over the weekend. And also what I said for art is, if you finish Melissa's project already, what else can you do? Here's some ideas. Draw your animal from the report. Make a collage where you cut things out and just rearrange them. That's a really interesting thing to do. Draw a self-portrait with a mirror. That's hard. And usually you end up looking really serious because you're concentrating. And then, or start a comic book. I showed Jackson yesterday in our meeting. This is what my nephew did, my little buddy Nico, who I've known since he was a little guy, and now he's in the 5th grade too, just like you guys, a lot of you guys. He made a comic called The Bounty Wastelands, and he did it on his Chromebook. And he drew it out, and then with the different kind of pens, he could like choose colors. This is one of my favorites, how it zooms in. The spaceship's going into some kind of like star, and then let me show you some other ones. Or like in this one, it's this kind of like dystopian story about a bounty hunter, like Boba Fett. Or like in this one, you can see he chose this kind of soft paintbrush on the iPad, and then it has a building It looks like maybe the Empire States Building even is down. And then it's a job for the bounty hunter. So I would recommend, you got some time on your hands right now. You're not doing school as much. You don't have to go to school. Let's take some time right there. Think of some kind of project you could be doing right now that's going to keep you interested in stuff and get better at something that you want to get better at. For instance, maybe it's a comic book. Maybe it's your... I know a lot of the guys kind of got interested in like graffiti bubble letters. Maybe it's like working on that kind of art stuff. But please remember with graffiti, you got to keep it legal. I had a friend in high school who actually spent the night in jail one time for doing graffiti. So you don't want to mess around with that. But it can be really cool in like paintings and stuff in your artwork to like add that element. So I've done that myself actually. But it could be all kinds of stuff like that. Learning an instrument, getting really good at an instrument. You got time. What are you going to do that's interesting for yourself, for your brain, and something that you're going to become better at right now? So you're going to come back to school next year and be like, yeah, check out this thing I did. That'd be awesome. Wellness. Try to have some laughter. Maybe a little, watch some funny videos. I had a link here on the schedule to something on YouTube that's just ridiculous with animals. But can you make someone in your house laugh? How are you going to do that? Are you going to just like walk up to them and be like, and then have like a face ready, like, or are you going to have just like say like a ridiculous joke? I don't know, but it feels good to laugh, and it feels good to make other people laugh. So try to do that today. All right, dudes. Good luck on schoolwork today. I can't wait to read your animal reports. I'm really interested in reading those. And I'll see you on Monday. The last part of the checklist is have a great weekend once you check everything off. See you guys then.